Hey, how y'all doing today? Listen, I have a very important message. You see, the politicians of this country, meaning America, they care more about money than they care about their own children. Of course, no parent is going to admit that they don't care about their children. But let me tell you why I say this. These politicians would never make X rated adult movies on the internet illegal because of money. They can get campaign contributions from the owners of these huge websites, these dirty websites that are polluting the minds of a whole generation, of a whole population. As long as they get campaign contributions from them, they're going to make sure they stay in business. So, what will be the incentive? I mean, they're so selfish, really. As long as getting money from these people, they're going to make sure they stay in business, and they don't care if the minds of their own children get polluted. I mean, seriously. I mean, but should that even be a surprise? I mean, of course, they walk around like, of course, we know politicians are hypocrites, you know, but they are looked upon as dignitaries, as they're dignified people. But people who really understand, how things go know that politicians are are the bottom of the barrel. It's crazy. The truth of the matter is, w- as parents, if you don't agree with the whole LGBT, I'm switching to another subject. If you don't agree to the whole LGBT program that's going on in the public schools, then it's time to pull your children out of those schools. Pull your children out of those schools. Really is time for it really is time for us people, us followers of Christ, to regroup and actually create our own communities and create our own educational institutions. We don't need these educational institutions to raise our children. Seriously. So there's no need to complain about it. Listen, if that's what they want to teach their children. They want to teach their children, or they want to groom the next generation to be okay with the whole LGBT movement. It's time to pull our children, it's time to separate from them, you know. But yeah, that's just another point, you know. I mean, these politicians, they really do not care. Like, really, I was thinking about it. I was like, okay, how can this thing become illegal? How can these dirty websites get blocked from the internet? I mean, seriously, it's just not right. It's just not right. To be honest, it's just not right. Indonesia actually blocked it out of their country. Like, those websites are blocked in Indonesia, and a lot of countries in the Middle East have these websites blocked. And these so-called feminists who they try to impose their views like they are on some kind of moral high ground. you know this whole pro-choice and all this stuff that they do, they try to make themselves victims and try to make it seem like they have some kind of twisted form of morality. But at the end of the day, they're all really evil people. They're all evil because they're not going to say anything about pornography just being free online, where children can access that kind of dirty content. They have laws acting like they care about your children, but really they don't. And these people are actually pedophiles themselves. It's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah. These people, they care more about money than their own children. If they don't care about their own children, what makes you think they care about yours? They don't care about your daughter. They want your daughter to be on birth control pills. You understand what I'm saying? They want your daughter in the damn abortion clinic. They don't want your next generation to be pure. and to keep your legacy going. They want your daughter defiled. They want your daughter to have slept with multiple men. They want your daughter to be a feminist, broken and hating men. I mean, really. Yeah. I mean, how can this be done? I mean, how can this thing get pulled off the internet? How? Somebody please tell me. How? Is there any politician out there that would actually that actually represents the people? Isn't democracy supposed to be representing the people? So you're telling me there's nobody in this country who wants this garbage pulled from the internet? I mean, if people want to watch this stuff, let them have their own dark twisted part of the world where they consume that, but it shouldn't be for public consumption on the internet. Somebody please, somebody please tell me, is there a way? There has to be a way. That's all I have to say. This was a little bit of a rant. Comment what you think in the comment section. Of course we know this is an evil world that we're living in, you know, but we have to protect our children. We have to protect the next generation. Peace.